The 2000 Sydney Olympic Games was a remarkable event, unforgettable in the minds of many. Forget Cathy Freeman blazing to 400 meters gold in her own home city Sydney. For Asians though, the most iconic moment came through the performance of a 24-year-old female, Susanthika Jayasinghe. Susanthika's route to the Olympic Games was less straightforward than any of her opponents, however that did not matter when she took on the likes of Marion Jones, Beverly McDonald, and even Cathy Freeman, the local hero. Unrealistic as her chances might have seemed initially, she managed to claim a silver medal in the 200 meters final, becoming Asia's first Olympic medalist in a sprint event. This came 72 years after Kinnui Hitomi failed to bring the continent's first sprint medal, even though she was the female 100 meters world record holder coming into the games. 20 years removed from Susanthika's surprise medal, Asia now boasts some of the fastest men in the world. Bikshan Su head the list as he is now the fastest Asian of all time, running 9.91 seconds. Japan's rise in the 4x1 sprint relay is another example of the level of talent the continent is producing, as they are equal with Jamaica and the USA for the highest amount of Olympic medals in the event for the 21st century. Throughout the years, Asians haven't been too far behind the rest of the world in the 100 meters. We can observe the gap between the continental records and the world records to analyze the improvement over the years. Going back as far as 1989 when Indonesian sprinter Marty Lestari became the fastest man in Asia with 10.20 seconds, the world record was at 9.92 seconds. This means there was a gap of 0.28 seconds, a really wide margin. In 1992 though, Vitaly Savin dropped that record to 10.08 seconds, lessening the margin with the improved world record of 9.86 to 0.22. The margin dropped again to 0.166 years later despite the world record going down to 9.84 seconds. Now though the margin is really wide, 3.3 seconds, given the world record is now at an insane 9.58 seconds. That said, we are seeing some unbelievable talents coming out of the region, and so far has produced 8 new sub-10 sprinters in the last 5 years. Surprisingly, that is the same number as Jamaica has in the same time period. The improvement is applauded by the world, but there is a general belief that there is a limit as to how far they can go. However, if we take a look at the running culture that emerged in Asia after Arthur Lydiard led his Kiwis to medals in Rome 1960, we can see just how good they are. As despite being seen as not being made for world-class running based on their biological makeup and the fact that Africa was near unbeatable, they continued to learn and improve their training methods, and in 1992 at the Olympics, South Korean Hwang Young-cho won the marathon gold, with Koichi Morishita from Japan getting silver. Interestingly, now their continental record is almost a whole minute faster than that of the North America, a place that once had a lot more faster runners. While sprinting is different, Asians have a history of taking time to adapt, and so it seems that their sprinting culture is growing, and seeing top talents emerging from that region is getting less surprising. So it is believed that in due time, with an improved sprint culture, training methods, and new talents emerging, often we might someday see a real world record threat coming from this continent.